This week on Myth, we're going to cover one of the most famous stories from Greek mythology, Perseus and Medusa. You'll discover that a wooden chest makes a dangerous boat, that heroing is all about the right accessories, and that prophecies are tricky. Then, in Gods and Monsters, no really, prophecy is very, very tricky. This is the Myths Your Teacher Hated podcast, where I tell the stories of cultures from around the world in all of their original, bloody, uncensored glory. Modern tellings of these stories have become dry and dusty, but I'll be trying to breathe new life into them. This is episode 153, In Cold Blood. As always, this episode is not safe for work. With season 2 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians coming this year, I figure it's time to finally cover one of the most famous stories of Greek mythology, Perseus, namesake of the titular demigod hero. This one is a heavy hitter, which means it's a mishmash amalgamation of a lot of different ancient Greek and Roman sources. For the sake of consistency, I'm mostly going to pull from my old reliable Edith Hamilton, but I'll refer to other sources as necessary. Long, long ago, before the days of Heracles or the Argonauts, Acrisius was king of Argos, a powerful city-state in southeastern Greece during the 7th century BC. King Acrisius had only one child, a daughter named Danae. As is so often the case in these kinds of stories, she was the most beautiful woman in the kingdom or any of its neighbors. Alas, the king was kind of a dick, and he wasn't happy about having a daughter. He needed a son to be his heir. Dissatisfied, he made the decision to journey to Delphi, where the Pythia, the oracle of Apollo, gave her difficult-to-decipher prophecies. Those who came to seek her wisdom could only ask a single question, so they needed to consider carefully. The words she spoke to pilgrims were always true, but often not in the way that listeners assumed. It was often, but not always, a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of situation where the attempts to avoid fate simply made that fate inevitable. King Acrisius was ushered into the Pythia's presence to ask his one question. Was there any hope that he would one day have a son? And the Pythia responded, lol, no, lamau even. Not only would the king never have a son, but his daughter would one day give birth to a boy who would go on to kill his grandfather. Well, shit. That was super not the response the king had been hoping for.